Welcome back to some more battles. We are in the new rotation in the Retro Cup. We're going to be featuring the Lickitung paired with the Primeape and the Jumpluff in the back. Here, unfortunately, is probably our worst scenario because Jumpluff has great matchup against the Lickitung and our Primeape, and we only have our own Jumpluff to really match them. You can see right here, 2 energy balls is going to get used and takes a huge chunk out of the Lickitung, and they are going to be able to get to this Aerial Ace before we get to our next move. So we are debating on where we want to go. We're going to go into this Primeape here because we know we can get to this move before they get to theirs. So they decide to shield. Interesting. And we're going to shield to look for the farm down. Let's see if it's worth it. Ooh. Unfortunately, I'm unable to get that farmed out. If we were Shadow Primeape, probably. But it has gone from bad to worse as we see a Clogsire in the back. Clogsire here is going to be very difficult to deal with, even though we got the buff ahead of the Clogsire incoming. We do have to switch out because we have no shields, and even though this is the best case scenario, this Clogsire running Stone Edge, we are just not going to have enough firepower or health to win this remaining battle, especially with this Feraligatr hiding behind the shield. We go for the Hail Mary, close combat, and it doesn't go through. So GG's to our opponents. Pretty tough lead. And really unfortunate that we couldn't get the farm down, and even worse that it ended up being a Clogsire in the back. All right, we got the Lickitung versus the Shadow Dunsparce. Pretty solid matchup. They swap out into their Primeape. This Primeape is going to get met with our Jumpluff. Jumpluff is going to be able to reach these Aerial Aces and force some huge damage or some shields. We can tank that Rage Fist, and here comes another Aerial Ace. So just like that, we have gone up 2 shields to none. We are going to shield here because this potential KOs, and it looks like they did catch the move. This Aerial Ace chunks away at the Dunsparce, but now we have to tank the Dynamic Punch, which we easily do, and we get the farm down, which is what we wanted. So energy on the Lickitung, huge power whip goes through, doesn't quite KO. They are going to be able to reach this move here to take us out, but now we get the choice of where we want the farm. We go into the Jumpluff so that we force them to throw energy because they're going to get taken out with our Aerial Ace. So down goes their energy, and now we can match them with our own Primeape. Because we're hiding behind a shield, we are going to be able to take him out with our own Rage Fist. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game kind of basically on alignment, honestly. We got 2 shields down really early and able to keep that shield for the end game. Another tough lead to deal with. Dunsparce able to resist our fast moves, but also very, very spammy. Here we're going to wait for them to throw a move, so they should be energy dry here. So we're going to try to sneak in our Primeape here. So we did get a couple of extra karate chops, so we are ahead of energy versus this Grumpig. This is going to get the shield. There it is. And now we have a decision. Do we shield to get the second shield, or do we let this go? We decide to shield because we want that second shield, and they also double shield. Now we're just going to combo play into our Lickitung. Body Slam is not enough to take out that Grumpig, unfortunately. They actually swap back into their Dunsparce. We are going to chip away with this Body Slam, and now we have a situation where we know that we can probably tank a move with our Jumpluff. Actually, they go for the drill run, so that's really helpful. Either way, we were able to get to this Aerial Ace. We were going to be able to take them out. So It just depends on the backline, and unfortunately ends up being the Dugong. So Dugong here is horrible, especially with our Primeape already low. So we're going to see if this acrobatics is going to be enough. It doesn't look like it does 50%. We catch the move, so we have a sliver of hope, and that acrobatics right there is not going to be enough. We needed probably one more fairy wind somewhere. Another thing is maybe if we ran energy ball, it would have been enough. Not quite sure, since the Dugong was fairly healthy, so we are going to make that slight adjustment. Give the Jumpluff the energy ball for all these water types floating around. Okay, we got the Lickitung versus this Altaria. This is going to be interesting because we have our Lickitung able to tank these moves. However, we are going to be able to get to these body slams before they get to their moves. So Dazzling Gleam is used. We are going to be able to tank that easily. We're going to go for this body slam here, and it looks like we are going to be able to reach this next body slam, forcing them to shield or let them go. They decided to let it go, and we're going to go into the Primeape immediately, and we get met with the Credilli and Typhlosion. So because we have that energy advantage, this Primeape is going to ramp up energy really quickly here. Second Rage Fist is coming. This is going to get the shield most likely. Yep. And because we have back-to-back, we are going to be able to take them out. And now we have this Primeape really boosted. We wanted that close combat, but we were still okay dealing those karate chops, still chunking away. You can see we can take that move here. And the plan is to run this Credilli until it runs out of energy, and then we swap out, reset the debuff, go into the Lickitung, force them to throw energy here. We have the energy banked, and hopefully this wins us the game. Yes, it does. So GG's to our opponent. That Primeape with that energy advantage was the key to victory, and able to just break down the shields. And even though we didn't get that last move off, we still did a ton of karate chop damage. Horrible lead here. We're going to go into the Jumpluff. They match with their own Jumpluff, so that's very, very interesting. We built up to the acrobatics, but they didn't believe us, so we're going to have to throw another aerial ace. We are going to shield here, and we do shield the correct move, and they don't want any more of that situation. So check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoy the video.